to this speed build. Today I'm trying to do a house that is like on a floating mountain. You know, like in Avatar, if you've seen the movie, there are these like floating mountains or floating rocks. So I just decided it'd be really cool to try and do that in The Sims, and then try and put a house on top of it. So right here I'm just kind of trying to build the base of what the floating rock's going to be. So this is where the house is going to go on top. The floors below that, I do delete those so that the house looks like it's floating. This is kind of the basic structure of the house that I'm building now as well. So it's kind of modern looking. I only use 1/2 roof and then some half walls for the roofing on this house. And this is where I'm creating like ladders and stuff so that you can get up to the house. Yeah, just trying to make it look like a ladder, so it looks like, you know, you'd be climbing up. And yeah, I wasn't quite happy with how the house actually looked. I wasn't sure whether I wanted the house to look modern or whether I wanted it to look like it was an alien house, or what I want to do with it. Looking back on it now, I think I'm just going to kind of keep it as a modern house. Like, imagine that, like, I don't know, humans had colonized the Avatar world, or that the Avatars had like just used all that technology to like build high-tech modern houses. So I'm gonna make the house like that in the next part of the video. But yeah, in this part of the video I'm just basically making a mountain. I use a lot of the cheats to try and do that. And yeah, I would really appreciate your feedback on this house as well, because I'm not sure on how I want it to look yet. Hopefully I'll be able to see the comments and read your feedback before I start the next part of the video. So yeah, I kind of use different textures and wallpapers, but I think I do change the textures and wallpapers that I use again. I kind of place this flooring over it so that I can use like this. I don't know why you have to kind of make the roof all one, because it's not all one until you place a room on top. So you kind of I had to place this flooring in order to make it all one room, so that I could do that border around the edge like that. But I don't think I actually end up keeping the border. I just used half walls instead. Yeah, I kind of tried looking for windows, wasn't sure what to do. I ended up using some weird windows in the end, but in the next part I'm probably going to change that, because I just wasn't happy how it looked. I mean, you guys might think it looks okay, you might think it looks terrible, I don't know. But personally I just wasn't that happy with how it looked, so it will change. It's not that bad, it just wasn't quite what I was hoping for. I wanted it to be like really like wow, like really interesting and different, because the idea that I came up with was interesting and different. The fact that it's on like a floating mountain house. So yeah, and I kind of this is where I use like the move objects cheat to size up rocks and layer them. So if you don't know how to use that, you just go into the control bar and type in testing cheats on first, and then you type in bb.moveObjects, and then you can use Alt-9 to raise the object up and Alt-0 to raise the object down, and then the square brackets to make the object larger and smaller. So I just place rocks all the way around the edge to try and cover up the harsh edges of this platform. I let some of the rocks kind of float because it's a floating mountain, so and this is why we are underneath the house, trying to layer up the rocks underneath so that it looks like they're all layering up in like a cone. I've cut out quite a bit of this video because a lot of it's just kind of layering the rocks. I kind of put some of the rocks going over the house so that the house looks like it's either growing out of the rocks or like the rocks are growing onto the house, if you know what I mean. So yeah, just making some of them float, making it look kind of magical and mystical and stuff. And then I use plants here, just to kind of layer over the rocks and around that like kind of rocky wallpaper, trying to make it look more natural. This speed build, this part of the build actually took quite a few hours, but I didn't film all of it because a lot of it was very repetitive. So I'm just showing you bits and pieces of how I landscaped it and made it look more natural natural and realistic. I kind of used some alien plants. I don't know whether to keep the alien plants or not. Here I'm kind of making like a walkway from the stairs to the door, because in Avatar, when they're stepping on the floor at night, it starts lighting up and stuff, so I thought that was kind of cool to try and do that so it stays true to the movie. Kind of, yeah, putting on more plants and stuff. I might take some of those off the roof. I might have gone a bit overkill with this, so yeah, quite a lot of plants, and I use like the alien ones and normal plants. And yeah, I want to, underneath the floating mountain, put a pool just so it looks more like it's floating, because I think from a few of the angles it actually looks like the rocks are just coming out of the ground, which was not what I was wanting to go for, so I'll put something underneath that to make it look more like it's actually floating. This is where I'm just kind of doing a backdrop, so I wanted it to look like it was kind of in a jungle, you know, like the movie has like the jungles and stuff. Sorry if I sound a little bit, you know, off. I've just been like out the past couple of nights and I'm really tired. So that's why I didn't upload a video until now as well. Which I know is an excuse. Like I've been out, I've been busy, but aren't most people. I know a lot of people have busy lives, but they're still able to upload videos and stuff, so I haven't really got an excuse. Yeah, I just really wasn't sure about the wallpaper. I go with this kind of darker brown. I might change it all back to that lighter brown that I saw before. And I use weird windows here as well, and I'm just, I mean, I'd love to know your feedback. I bet a lot of you actually kind of like how this looked, with like the purple tinted windows and stuff. And I think it did look really cool, but just not what I was going for, like not me, not my style. Yeah, so we actually use those sticky out windows there, something Outlook, I think it's called, like Mimi Beach Outlook. And I'll be keeping those, I think, because I think they look really good. I'm just kind of deleting some of the walls on the inside, but I don't actually finish any of it in this part. Yeah, I just wasn't sure about it. This sounds really negative. I do actually, to be fair, I do like how it turned out, as in like the mountain and the rocks. I think that looks really cool. I don't expect I'd be able to do it in The Sims this well. I thought I wouldn't have the tools and stuff in The Sims to be able to make it look this good. But yeah, the house itself, I'm going to change. I'm just not quite there with it yet. But I think you just got to keep trying at it and keep sticking at it until it works. Anyway, we are nearly at the end of the video. I hope that you like this part. Please stick around for the next part. I'm sure it's going to look a lot prettier by then. I'll just keep working on it. I'm still learning. Yeah, like and subscribe for more. Oh my god, my words. Like and subscribe for more. Okay, thank you for watching.